Okay. Made in China. On my van, I'm having trouble with spark. So I started to buy a new module. It has spark till it gets hot. When you kill it, it won't start back up. Uh, so I bought a new module and it's like 75 bucks. And it still didn't have spark. So I'm thinking, well, maybe the pickup coil is bad. I'm not testing things, I'm just replacing it. And, you know, my distributor cap was chipped and the rotor had some damage on it. So I just thought, you know what? I hope the Chinese want their stuff to run just as much as we do. So I ordered me a complete distributor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare these shaft lengths to make sure they match up. Because, you know, you never know. And that looks like it matches. I bet this depth from here to here. Come on, line up. God. Alright. That matches. Okay, so it should fit. Yeah, it should fit. That's the, looks like it's the same length. Alright, so what I did on this is I put a mark. I put a mark on this somewhere there, right there. Alright. And I'm going to take this cap off. And, geez, it's not so easy. Anyway, I'm going to get the rotor for the old one. Alright, so I got the rotor. And I'm going to put him on here. Well, I don't have to do that. I can see where this lines up. I just want to get everything lined up, you know? So I'll compare these marks to this one. I need to take this cap off. Luckily it's Phillips. So I'm going to remove them screws real quick. Alright, so we're going to do some comparing here. We line this stator with this mark pretty close to there. And we look at this. See this hole and that hole. Oh, this one turns nice. Put it in its corresponding spot. Be about, no, this would be about right. See here, about this rotor blade right here, stator blade, whatever you want to call it, is right against this, in that area. Lined up with that, and that is in that position. So we want to put this one in a similar position. Yeah, that's about right. Isn't it? Yeah. It's pretty stinking close. About there. So I'm going to get my marker and put a mark on this one. Well, it doesn't look exactly the same. Maybe this is just off. I don't know. Alright. Be back. Okay, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure about a couple of things here. Now, I understand there could be some design differences between this pickup and this one. The color, for sure. I mean, it could be a little bit out of you know, distance difference and stuff. It doesn't appear to be much if it is. So anyway, I'm going to take my tape measure and measure the distance right there and make sure this is lined up. And then I'll do the same thing over here. This looks like it's got wider blades on it. Well, it's made that way. It's got short ones and then wide ones. I mean, narrow and then wider, I guess. Kind of weirds me out a little bit. Alright, so let's get the tape measure and measure this distance right here. Well, it's not measurable with that. There we go. Oh man, it might be a 1/4 inch. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. It's adjustable. That's about right. So now I'm going to take this marker, mark this tooth, and I'm going to mark this pickup, just like that. So when I drop it in, I'll know I have it in pretty close to the right place. Now, I sure wish I would have done this earlier in the day when there's a lot more light, but it is what it is. So let's see if we can get this plug out of the way here, get that wiring out of the way, and wiggle this in here. Now, what we want to pay attention to is this curvature on these gears. Alright, and here you go, like so, and then wiggle them in there. Oh yeah, that's going to be in the way. Now what we want to look at, sometimes a little tricky. Alright, now, I see which way, I'm sorry, this thing turns on those gears. So I'm going to pull him out just a little bit. Rotate that some. Come on. Line up. I'm going to turn it some like that. So it's not exactly lined up anymore. And once again, find those gears. Hold on. I'm trying here. Hold on. Trying to get it in here. Alright. There it goes. That should be something like that. I don't think that's right. I'm going to pull it back out and put one more tooth on it. I pull it up and twist on it at the same time. Want it? No, it's still way back there. Let's pull it up. Rotate this up a little more. Alright. Yeah. It's not in the hole. It went back in the same stupid place. Alright, here we go. I like that. I like that. Gave me a nice angle on that module, and it's seated down there, and it gives me a little room to adjust timing, and there it is, dropped in. Now what I'm going to do is pull this back so I can get to that hold down bolt area, and here it is. This is not one to do one-handed either, but you can't get 2 fingers in there anyway. So you just work your way down in here. And if you can't see it, so you kind of got to feel for it. Would be great if it had like a stud sticking up. Yeah, darn sight easier. I'm feeling around for the bolt hole. There we go. Got that lined up. Tightening it down a little bit by finger. Okay. Move that back into position. Alright, now I need to get my 1/2 inch and tighten that down and install my distributor cap and wires and all that stuff. See, there's my whole cap laying back in there. And then we'll wire it up. But that's how you stick a distributor in and mark it before you pull it out. Just don't turn the engine over. If you turn the engine over by chance, you're going to have to find top dead center on number 1 and be sure this is pointed to number 1 on your distributor cap. Make sure this rotor is pointed to number 1, and you see there's a number 1 on the cap. So that's basically all there is to installing a distributor. Now we'll work on all this here tomorrow because the sun is going down and the mosquitoes are coming out and I'm getting a little more uncomfortable with my bug bites every moment. Alright, thanks for watching the video.